What if you woke up one morning, checked your bank account, and your Social Security payment was $300 less than last month? No warning, no letter, no phone call, just less money. And your rent is due in 4 days. That is not a hypothetical nightmare for millions of Americans right now. That is the very real possibility sitting on the floor of the United States Senate right now in April of 2026. I read the official document, so you don't have to. And what I found buried inside this new Senate bill should have every single retiree, every SSI recipient, every SSDI beneficiary sitting down before they hear this. Here's a number I need you to hold on to: 71 million. That's how many Americans currently receive some form of Social Security benefit. 71 million people whose financial lifeline is being debated right now by people who have never missed a meal in their lives. And here's what makes this even more alarming: this is happening sooner than you think. We are not talking about something a year away. We are talking about a timeline that could impact your May and June 2026 payments. Stay with me through this entire video because by the end, I'm going to give you a clear step-by-step action plan, things you can do today to protect yourself and your benefits. Don't skip ahead. Every section of this video has critical information you need. Welcome back, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Ash Mill, and this channel exists for one reason and one reason only: to be your benefits watchdog. While politicians speak in jargon, loopholes, and legislative language designed to confuse the average American, we translate all of that into plain English. We dig through the federal registers, the congressional records, the SSA policy updates, and we bring it straight to you. We've helped hundreds of thousands of viewers avoid benefit interruptions, claim money they didn't know they were owed, and navigate a government system that, frankly, was never designed to be easy to understand. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button right now and tap the notification bell. Because alerts like the one we're covering today, you cannot afford to miss them. Now, I want to do something I do at the start of every video. I want to hear from you. Drop your city and state in the comments section below. It helps me understand where our community is watching from, and it tells me which state-specific impacts I need to cover in future videos. Seriously, write it right now. I read every single one. All right, let's get into it. Because what is happening in Washington right now is something every benefits recipient in America needs to understand. Here's what you need to understand. In April of 2026, a new Senate proposal, which we are going to call the Federal Solvency and Savings Act for the purposes of this video, has begun moving through committee. And buried inside this bill are provisions that could directly reduce or restructure Social Security benefit payments for tens of millions of Americans. Now, politicians will not frame it that way. They will use words like reform, sustainability, means testing adjustments, and long-term solvency measures. But let me translate that for you in plain English. It means cuts. Let that sink in. Here is what the proposal reportedly includes, based on the legislative language being circulated. Number one, a revised COLA calculation formula. The cost of living adjustment, your COLA, is currently calculated using the CPIW, which is the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners. This bill proposes switching to what's called the chained CPI, a formula that consistently produces lower adjustments than the current method. What does that mean for you? Over a 5-year period, a senior receiving $2,800 a month could lose anywhere between $1,400 and $2,800 in cumulative benefits. That is not a small number. That is grocery money. That is medication money. Number two, means testing for higher earners. The bill proposes reducing benefits for individuals whose total retirement income, including pensions, investments, and Social Security combined, exceeds $60,000 per year. Now, on the surface, that might sound reasonable. But here's the problem. That threshold has not been adjusted for regional cost of living. $60,000 in rural Mississippi is very different from $60,000 in Los Angeles, California, or New York City, or Miami, Florida. A senior in San Francisco could be one emergency away from financial collapse and still fall above that threshold on paper. Number three, a proposed waiting period extension for early filers. Currently, Americans can claim Social Security as early as age 62 with a reduction in benefits. This bill would look to push that early eligibility window and restructure the reduction penalties, meaning those who claimed early could see their already reduced benefit cut further. Number 4, SSI asset limit freeze. For supplemental security income recipients, the bill would reportedly freeze the asset limit review process, which sounds neutral, but in practice could result in more recipients being found ineligible during redetermination reviews without the limit actually being raised. Now, and I want to be very clear here, this bill has not passed. It is in committee as of April 2026, but the momentum is real. The votes are being counted, and history has shown us that these things move fast once the political winds shift. This is exactly why you need to know about it now, not after it passes. Let's talk about who exactly is in the crosshairs here, because this is not just about one group. Group 1, retirees aged 62 to 70. If you're currently receiving retirement Social Security benefits, the COLA formula change affects you directly. The older you are and the longer you've been receiving benefits, the more cumulative impact you will feel over time. Group 2, SSDI recipients, disabled workers. Social Security. Disability insurance beneficiaries are not exempt from COLA changes. If you receive SSDI and rely on annual adjustments to keep pace with inflation, a switch to chained CPI is a direct financial hit to your household every single year going forward. Group 3, SSI recipients. Supplemental security income recipients are among the most financially vulnerable people in the country. The average SSI payment in 2026 is approximately $961 per month for an individual. These are people with virtually no financial cushion. Any disruption, any redetermination complication, any administrative freeze, and people fall off a cliff. Group 4, veterans receiving dual benefits. Many veterans receive both VA benefits and Social Security. If means testing thresholds are applied without accounting for VA compensation properly, veterans could be incorrectly flagged as exceeding income thresholds, causing wrongful reductions. Group 5, low-income seniors in high cost of living states. I want to specifically call out seniors in California, New York, Florida, Texas, Illinois, and Washington state. These are states where the cost of living has outpaced national averages significantly. A flat federal threshold for means testing doesn't account for what it actually costs to survive in these states. Group 6, survivors and dependents. Spouses and children receiving survivor benefits under a deceased worker's record would also be subject to COLA formula changes. These are often widows and widowers, many of them elderly women, who depend entirely on these payments. Here's what you need to understand. There is no group in the Social Security ecosystem that is completely insulated from what this bill proposes. Now, let's talk about why this is happening, because I believe you deserve the full picture. The Social Security Trust Fund, specifically the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund, has been projected to face a depletion window between 2033 and 2035 if no legislative action is taken. At that point, incoming payroll taxes would only cover roughly 79 to 83 cents of every dollar owed in benefits. Washington has known about this for decades, and for decades, they have kicked the can down the road. Now, with mounting federal debt, post-pandemic spending pressures, and ongoing debates around tariff revenues and budget reconciliation, some legislators are using the solvency argument as political cover to push through cuts they have wanted for years under the banner of fiscal responsibility. There are also proposals on the other side of the aisle to instead raise or eliminate the Social Security payroll tax cap, which currently only applies to income up to $176,100 in 2026. Millionaires and billionaires stop paying into Social Security after that cap. Removing that cap could fund the program for generations. I'm not here to tell you which solution is right. I'm here to tell you what is being discussed and what threatens your check so you can make informed decisions and contact your representatives with knowledge and confidence. All right, this is the part of the video where we stop worrying and start doing. Here is your step-by-step action plan. 6 steps starting today. Step 1. Log into your My Social Security portal immediately. Go to SSA.gov and log into your personal My Social Security account. Verify that your payment information is current, your bank account or Direct Express card details, your address, your contact information. Any outdated information is a gap that can cause a payment interruption if changes roll out administratively. Do this today, not tomorrow. Step 2. Download and save your current benefit verification letter. Inside your My SSA portal, you can download an official benefit verification letter. This document confirms your current benefit amount, your eligibility status, and your payment history. Save it to a secure location, cloud storage, a USB drive printed and filed. If anything changes in your payment amount, you have a documented baseline to dispute it. Step 3. Contact your congressional representatives in writing. Go to house.gov and senate.gov, find your specific representatives, and send a written message, not just an email, expressing your concern about any Social Security benefit reductions. Written contact carries more weight in legislative offices than you might think. Tell them your situation. Tell them what your benefit means to your daily survival. Be specific. Be real. Step 4. Sign up for SSA email and text alerts. The Social Security Administration allows you to set up notifications for any changes to your account. If something changes, payment amount, status, address on file, you will be notified immediately. This is a free service. Activate it right now. Step 5. Connect with a local benefits counselor. Many nonprofit organizations and area agencies on aging offer free benefits counseling to seniors and disabled individuals. Search for your local SHIP counselor. That stands for State Health Insurance Assistance Program. They are trained, federally funded, and completely free. They can review your specific situation, alert you to any local changes, and help you file any appeals if your benefits are affected. Step 6. Share this video with someone who needs it. I mean this genuinely. There are seniors watching this right now who have a parent, a neighbor, a friend, someone who does not know about this bill, someone who doesn't watch these videos, someone who will not find out until it's too late. Send them this video, share it to your Facebook, text it to your family group chat. Being informed is protection, and that protection should extend to everyone you care about. Before I close out today, I want to take a moment, just a moment, because I know some of you are scared right now. I know some of you opened this video already stressed about how you're going to make it to the end of the month. And the last thing you needed was more uncertainty about your check. I see you, and I want you to hear this clearly. You are not alone. There are 71 million people in this country who share your concern right now. There are advocacy organizations, legal aid societies, and community groups fighting every single day to protect these benefits. And there is this community right here on this channel that shows up every week to stay informed and help each other navigate this system. The fact that you are here, that you are watching, that you are paying attention, that is not nothing. That is everything. Because the people who get hurt the most in policy changes are the ones who never saw them coming. You saw this coming, and that gives you power. Let's bring it home. Here is the bottom line for April 2026. A Senate bill is moving through the legislative process that could impact your Social Security COLA calculation, introduce means testing thresholds, and complicate the lives of SSI, SSDI, retiree, and survivor benefit recipients across all 50 states. It has not passed. But the window to act is to make noise, to contact your representatives, to protect yourself administratively is right now. Follow the 6 steps I laid out. Log into SA.gov, download your verification letter, contact your senators, set up alerts, find a benefits counselor, and share this video. If this video helped you today, smash that like button right now. It takes 2 seconds, and it helps us reach more seniors and families who need this information. The YouTube algorithm works on likes and engagement. Your click is literally sending this information to someone who needs it. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and make sure notifications are turned on. Because we are tracking this bill in real time, and the moment there is an update, a vote, or a new development, you will be the first to know. And stay tuned, because in our next video, we are breaking down exactly how the chained CPI formula works, with real dollar amounts, real examples, and a side-by-side comparison of what your benefit would look like under current law versus the proposed change. You do not want to miss that one. Until then, stay informed, stay protected, and remember, knowing is half the battle. We'll see you in the next one.